Welcome back to Fire Emblem Heroes. Today we'll be doing a summoning session on the Mythic Arval banner. Our goal again, as always, will be to get the Mythic. We will be sparking, so if we get in before, then we will see if we pick something else or if we go by him, with him. Um, I am the least interested on Est and Sane, just because they're regular units and I don't really need them so much. Same thing for Letizia. I'm mostly interested on mythics and legendaries, but I will be going full circles just because it is um, better on our value. And yeah, let's begin. All right. So Arvo, being of course Astro Hero, or not Astro, I'm a hero. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to. I don't know how loud it is right now, but I remember recording and it tends to be really loud. So I might turn off the sound effects just for the summoning. But that will be after the circle. So yeah, Anima Hero. Um, a lot of people were waiting for this. A new Anima Hero or Anima Mythic Hero. Especially for a 7 slot unit. It's been a while since we got him one. Last one was Order, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I think Zeros came before Order. So it is definitely a unit that people have been waiting for a while. And as a unit, um, they're they're a very strong unit. Arvom having the guard, inducting guard effect on units within 3 rows, which is similar to what as still of right now um, unit does with the 3 rows, except his 3 rows entry columns. Unit was only, it still is 3 columns. All right, we got Mirabilis. Yeah, I like Mirabilis. I voted for the Mirabilis and more banner every time until it finally drop off. This is a plus rest minus defense Mirabilis. Currently, I run a plus speed Mirabilis. All right. Settings. I am gonna turn off the sound effects and voice volume, just so it doesn't overpower my voice, because I know it tends to be extremely loud, especially when I'm recording on this phone. But yeah. So again, Arval, unit that people have been waiting for a while. Like I say, the guard effect really powerful. Having the prevent follow-ups, the guarantee follow-up attack. Really min-max stats, really defense. Although I would have preferred if he had more defense. He doesn't have a lot of defense. He's mostly a res unit with insane amount of res. Okay, we got S. Like I said, she's probably the lowest priority. Well, no, actually, Sane is the lowest priority. Even though he has this really cool rally Gale Force thing. Definitely plus attack is good. Minus speed not so much, since she does have the she is a fairly speedy unit, so. But again, not our priority. Blue's definitely the least priority. Even Chrome, which should be dropping off soon to the remix banner. I haven't checked when he's coming back, but I know he's getting close to dropping off to the remix banner and off the main banner. But yeah, so I did wish Arbo had a little more defense, just to make it better for him to be able to attack into things. Although he is pretty good at attacking into things, so um, I think he is good as a kind of like an anti-save, just because most saves are color units. There are not a lot of colorless save units, although some of the strongest far saves currently are colorless, with Kanigis and Rearm Grima being both colorless. So on that note, it does make him. Those are the two that he probably will struggle the most to kill. But all the other ones, he should be able to deal fairly well with them, especially because of the guard effect that he inducts into people. So for he'll still lose to Fjorm, Ascended Fjorm, just because of the Ice Shield. She's just extremely powerful. Though with the damage effectiveness, he becomes similar to like what Chrome does, like Duochrome against her. He kills her if he has Deadeye, just because the doubling of damage that Deadeye does is enough to pierce through Ice Shield. Otherwise, he just doesn't kill her. Alright, we got Arbo. Regardless of being one who sees on the edge, dreams and reality, you may call me Arvo. He had another line before that. I missed it. Yeah, plus attack, minus speed. This is really good. Again, speed is really not their stronger stat for Arvo. Glacier's duality, which attack rest plus 9. It is a lot of attack and rest. Very, very good, especially for avoiding Elamine, who is very much their counterpart from on the Astro season, while they're being Anima season. So yeah, they're pretty much the counters to each other. Arvo, having a lot of rest, is able to avoid Elamine's isolation, anything, not isolation, false star, and since Arvo gives rest, is able to help out other units that might need have a starve turn against Elamine, but Elamine can always run Phantom's rest and still water in her A slot, so there is practically between the two of them a rest race, while most other units are in a speed race. All right, Henry. So now that I have Arvo, I will able to fully test the Raven Tom thing that I talked about when he first was announced. I haven't seen anybody do the testing like with Raven Toms versus regular tomes. So is he affected by the Raven Toms 20%? I know he's not affected by the triangle depth specifically, and I know that is both. That's just to keep him from keep them from becoming extremely powerful to the point of broken. Because if they're able to use triangle depth, they will be able to do something like what people used to do with Spring Camilla back in the day, being a flyer that's able to take on like Brave Lynn back when Brave Limb was one of the biggest threats that people encountered. So just because of the triangle depth, triangle Tom and well Raven adept, Raven Tom and triangle adept. But yeah, like I said, mostly focus on legendaries and mythics. I do go out of the way for other units as well, like units that I like Ascended Air, which I currently have a +4, and I do plan a +10 her. I +10 Ascended Fjorm. I don't have a lot of +10 units that are not mythics or legendaries. Like most of my +10s are either mythics or legendaries, and most of my high merch units in general are mythics or legendaries because I just like mythics and legendaries. I can use them in. I tend to use mythics in arena and legendaries in either rate. So to me, that's it's more valuable to go after those units than go after other units. But again, okay, so we got another S. Yeah. Okay, sure. This one is minus attack plus res, which plus res is also good for her since she has that damage reduction based on her res. But still, not a unit I'm hoping to get a lot of copies of, or I guess one for inventory was all I would have liked, but still was definitely not going after her. A lot of greens, not a lot of colorless though. Um, guess we'll go this. But yeah, so next month should be back to a mythic, although next month should be end of the next banner should be the last one, the end of book, before we get into the new book banner. Since I think there's only one chapter left on the book, since right now they're about to have basically defeat Emblem in the storyline. So that should be the end of the book before the new book drops, which if pattern um, it persists, which again, in order to have pattern, it needs to happen 3 times. And we have something happen 3 times now with Air, Peony, and Ash being mythics as well. So the last 3 books have started with a mythic as a free unit. So that's a pattern. So this book should start with another mythic unless we get like a brand new kind of unit, which I don't think we do. We will because we just got rearmed heroes. So we should not be getting a new type of unit anytime soon. So we should get a new mythic to start the book. And again, if pattern persists, and it will be a light mythic because all 3 free mythics that we got are light. Except for Regan. Regan was the only one that broke that pattern. But Ash, Peony, and Air are whatchamacallit, light mythics. So maybe it won't be light, it would be Anima or Astra rather. They've all been offensive heroes at the very least. But yeah, so that should be the free unit that we get for the next book. As for what kind of unit, that really we don't even have a clue what the next book might be. We could finally go up to the realm of where Loki and Thor are from. Forgot what it's called, but that could be where the story takes us, or another one of the 9 realms. So yeah, we should be. I don't know what I want out of a new mythic. I mean, it definitely won't be a dancer. I think they're not gonna do any more mythic dancers just because they have one of the fairies on each season. So definitely do not expect any more mythic dancers. I think that's all locked up with the fairies. We could get another mythic healer though, since as of right now the only mythic healer that we got is Elamine. So we could get another mythic healer. All right. Last to end the circle, and we're at 9%. So hopefully we get something right here so we can close it out. Ooh, still nothing colorless. So it looks like we're walking around out with only one Arval and one colorless. So unfortunately, we got a lot of S as opposed to anything else. Again, would prefer mythics and legendaries. So I would have preferred both S to be Chrome instead. Just because I'm pretty sure once his refine comes in, he's gonna search again just because it's Chrome, and for some reason Chrome always surges after a refine. Every Chrome has gotten better every time a refine comes around. So and every Chrome pretty much has been meta defining except for like Spring Chrome and Speak of the Devil, and he just shows up. So yeah, Chrome, uh, I do expect his refine to give him a lot more than just EFOS HPs, neutralize penalties, and inflict attack defense -6. I do expect his refine to give him a lot more. Probably that change the HP at 100 to HP 75 because we've seen that done before. They'll probably they might give him Deadeye as his new skill since, or maybe Rouse attack, Rouse Def Res 4. But to change Fate, um, yeah, that's his only unique skill. Unlike Marv, who had like two unique skills, he definitely will get to change Fate too. I was gonna say it could be like Marv that got the his Fire Emblem changed to the binding. Yeah, he got his special change from Fire Emblem to the one that Brave Marv came with. But that's because he had two unique skills, that his special and his B slot. So instead of giving him a new skill, they gave him the upgraded special that Brave Marv came with. But Chrome only has one unique skill, so that's he's probably gonna get to change fate too. And who knows what kind of broken things they're gonna have that. All right, so before I go over there, I'm gonna redeem on a couple of banners that we have. The only unit that I don't have here is Loki, so I guess I'll go colorless if he shows up. Actually, I don't know if I have Cliff either, but I don't really. Yeah, Cliff got a refine, and I don't think I ever seen one, so not a unit that anybody uses. For this one, I don't really know how to go for. I guess Linde. All three of them are 4-star specials. So I guess I'll go blue, green, red, just because for merges, I guess. I guess technically Saber is the most valuable one since he does have shield pulse. So, and that's the most rare skill over here. But and that is it for free banners we have to summon on. For I guess I'll summon on this one the free. I not sure who to go for. Probably green. Yeah, I guess I'll go green if not red. Guess colorless is also good because of summer goat. So and blue is both of them are 4-star special, 4-star. Forgot what it's called, but yeah. So what did I say? Green, right? Yeah, we'll go green. I was planning on summoning on this banner, but nah, I'm just gonna skip it. Raph, which his counterpart, at least in class Python, is gonna get the refine this month, so it will be interesting to see. All right, so I guess I don't know. Do I need another Arbol? Yeah, I guess I'll go for another Arbol just to have him a +1. Since the only other one I would have gone for would be Elamine. But yeah, I'll go for the +1 on Arval. And then eventually I'll get more another Elamine. Well, a lot of people you do use Askar. I don't use him as much. I mean, he is really good, like as a frontline melee battling unit, and I do use him on defense on Chaos season sometimes. Although I do prefer Ash better just because of the teleportation. On Chaos season, he's really good because you can only run one far save unit, so he becomes a much more valuable unit being a frontline defense. But yeah, so once again, I'll just go quickly over what we got. I like to set it up with obtain rarity. Where is it? Rarity obtain in descending mode. That way they're just on the top. So not bad. We got Mirabilis, S, Arval, Est, and Chrome. So that's 5 units in 40 summons. That's 1 every 8, which is pretty good because 8 orbs is technically 20 no 32, 9 and 4, 33. Every 33 orbs we got a unit, and then Arval. So not terrible, not bad. Definitely better than other times. I think last month was really bad on the legendary banner. I really didn't get a lot out of that one. And like I said, Air is one of the units emerging that is not legendary or mythic. For those who don't follow the channel, just like to watch summoning videos, which I know a lot of people do because these are literally the videos that have the most views for me. So like I said, most of the units that I have are +10 are mythics, Regan, Sotis, Fjorm, well, mythics and legendaries. The only one that is not is Ascended Fjorm, Grima, Air. So yeah, those are the only that are 5-star exclusives. The other ones are just 4-star units. And the closest one that is a 5-star exclusive is Ike, but because it's been in the game for so long, and technically I could have had him at +10, but a long, long time ago I did fodder one off to Alphonse for Steady Breath. So, and then the weirdest unit that I have the highest merch is on Shido, which I have never summoned for, never have I've summoned him for. Never have I gotten one in a banner that he's been in. He's just randomly shown up enough times for me to have him a +7. So it's just the weirdest unit that I have with high merges. But yeah, like I said, even Marv is a +8. I should be able to get another copy when his remix comes around. when he comes back on the remix panel, I should say. But yeah, that is it for this summoning session. Um, Sorry I had to turn on the volume, but it does get really loud and tends to overpower my voice anytime I use it. So for this, I prefer to have it off. Like for iterates when I'm doing them, which is the regular content on this, the regular content that I do. I do like to have it just there's something other than just my voice, but for the summoning, what I do like to listen to it is just extremely loud for some reason. Like I can now on this phone at least I can control it to be low enough for it to go on without like really overpowering me and me having to talk over it. But that's pretty much it for today. So thank you all for watching. I'll see you all next time. Bye.